What is up, YouTube family? Thank you guys for tuning back into Wilburn Reactions. My name is Chod. If you are new to this channel, go ahead and smash that subscribe button. Join this amazing family. First and foremost, I want to thank the donations I've been flying in again. I really appreciate you guys who send over donations for reactions. It really means a lot. Not saying you have to. I do cover still regular reactions in the comment section, but I do appreciate those who do donate to the channel and those who support the channel. However you would like to support, but I just want to give a thank you to those. This is George Michael. It's been a while, but I am a fan of George Michael since you guys have put me on, and we're going into another song by him. So this is To Be Forgiven. So let's dive in and see what else George Michael brings to the table. You know, it's something that just came to my attention, and I've reacted to a lot of George Michael actually over here. His sound, I always talk about how angelic his sound is and how beautiful his sound is, but you know who he kind of gives me a flavor of sometimes? Stevie Wonder. I just thought of that right now. I'm like, man, he has a soft touch like Stevie does on some of his songs, but I've always loved his sound. But that's what I just thought of right now. It just came to my
taking me places I don't wanna go, but like all good men who swim too well, it takes all that I have just to cry for help. Then that voice in my head tells me no. I'm going down. Won't you help me? Won't you help me now? Save me, save me, save me from myself. I look around for a fantasy. Who can tell?
Oh my gosh, it's George Michael. Man, it's one of these voices on this channel that is in the elite category on my reaction list. Like, there's no other George Michael. There's no other one like him. And every time one of his songs come on, no matter what the tempo is, if it's dancing, if it's serious, dude, he always brings like this great energy. Like, and no matter what, and even if he's talking about something that can be, I wouldn't say like kind of bring you down on like certain topics he might talk about. And I'm not talking about bring you down in the wrong way, but you know how like certain songs touch your soul, like, and he's talking on like depression or something like that. I feel like, you know, if you're battling that right now, like the song can touch you in that way. And I feel like no matter what, he always brings just this joy of whatever he's singing about. It never fails. Like, he was just great. He was great.
Let me live my life beside the river. Take me to places where a child can go, and then maybe the boy inside will forsake me.
And then too, listening to this now too, I can tell, and I know some of you guys, when I first originally reacted to George Michael, you kind of gave me a backstory of him, and you could tell George Michael had a lot of hurt in his life. Like, he puts into a lot of his music. And that's what I respect about him. I always respect artists stepping out of their element and relating to the people and letting them know, like, I'm human too. And I feel like George Michael does a lot of that in his music by reaching out and expressing his emotions, his own personal issues and his own life in his music. And I think that takes a lot of courage. And I always tip my hat off to George Michael for that. But man, it's just, it takes a lot. And when I mean like that, because we are sometimes scared to vent to a person or talk about our emotions to a person. And for him to put it in the music and talk about his own personal issues, it really means a lot. I mean, just a beautiful voice, beautiful instruments in the song. I heard some flute added in there. I barely caught that at the end, but I noticed some flute was in there, and I really love that guitar in this. Like, I love acoustic guitar, and in this song, it just stands out so well. Everything just flowed together so nicely. But it's crazy, you know, when you hear, you know, George Michael and his music. You know, like I go back to what I said earlier, him just digging deep and talking about personal emotion and personal things in life. You know, save me, I'm going down. You know, you could just tell a lot of hurt behind that, you know, but, you know, when you guys did tell me a story, it was sad to hear, you know, him being accepted and everything like that. And when you listen to the music, it makes me understand it more, because if I didn't know a little bit about his backstory, you know, I kind of listened to this and you kind of have a clue, of course, with the lyrics, but when you know the backstory kind of how he was, you know, this song just kind of hits you a little different. But you know, just a talented individual, you know. There's a lot of artists, there's a lot of music out there in the world, but there's particular artists we come across, such as George, and you just say, man, that's a special person. That's a special human being, you know. And I think, I said this earlier or in another video, and I think sometimes it sucks, but our best artists sometimes comes from, you know, going through some hurt in life. You know, a lot of our artists that we have in this world today, you know, they tell you their backstory and you hear about how they were brought up or something they went through in life or something they're battling now. And you say, man, sometimes that's the greatest artist, you know, sometimes that's your best artist, because they're real. They're giving you raw. They're giving who they really are and not a fake, you know, front, you know. And I think in today's world, you got a lot of artists that do sometimes give you a fake front and try to create music like this, and it doesn't come out as well because it's not the real them. And I think by George Michael being who he is and stay genuine to himself, that's why his music was so great. That's why when you listen to all his songs, and you don't come across a bad one. I haven't come across a bad George Michael song where I'm just like, I don't like it. You know, every song we've reacted to or I've listened to on this channel, I've loved every version of him. And like I said, he's just a great musician and a great artist. But another solid song. I love it. I love the message in this one. Love what he's talking about. As always, thank you guys for dropping off another George Michael hit. Let me know what you guys thought about this one. Keep your suggestions flowing. Thank you for all your support. As always, I love you guys if nobody told you, and I will see you guys in the next one.